Hello my beautiful friends, and welcome back to the Trace Cakeys channel. I am Chantel, and in this video we're going to discuss the most powerful line of defense to control your eczema. Moisturizing. It seems simple and straightforward, but as you know, if you suffer from eczema, nothing is straightforward and easy. Keep watching to learn about what is happening on the surface of your skin and what moisturizers are best to keep everyone happy. Eczema is a complicated disease because it is caused by a variety of small genetic mistakes in various strands of DNA, meaning that the vast majority of people who have eczema arrived there for different reasons. This is good news. No matter which genetic malfunction is causing your eczema, there's something fundamental that all eczema patients have in common, and it's something that's very treatable: a compromised skin barrier. Even better news, if you learn how to care for your skin barrier, you will have greater success in keeping it intact and avoid flares. Dry skin is the main culprit in the first part of this story. The majority of flare-ups can be avoided by learning how to keep your skin moist and paying attention to what triggers you have that cause your skin to dry out. As discussed in my previous itchy eczema video, check out the link above, a person doesn't develop the urge to start scratching until the skin cells become dehydrated, change their shape, and release inflammatory chemical messengers telling your brain to scratch. So the key is to keep your cells hydrated and avoid the urge to itch. The most obvious of them all is to use lotions and creams all the time. Don't wait until you have a dry spot to start moisturizing. Why is moisturizing so important in the first place? As you know, the goal is to keep your outermost skin cells moist so that it doesn't dry out and get flaky and trigger that itch-scratch cycle. Also, moisturizing goes a long way to helping you maintain a healthy bacterial population on the surface of your skin and inside the skin layers. That's right, just like our intestine, our skin is also populated with good bacteria, fungi, viruses, and even microscopic mites. Our skin has its own microscopic metropolis going on, our microbiome. All of these are typically harmless and helpful as long as they're in balance. This microbiome diversity is one reason that cleaning your body with antibacterial soap doesn't stop eczema. We need the bacteria on and in our skin. This bacterial balance is a very big deal for eczema patients, one you may not have learned about before. Staphylococcus aureus is the most common bacteria found on the outer layer of everybody's skin. Not surprising, it's also the most common infection people with eczema get. Scratch the skin, open tiny holes in the barrier, and let in staph. Bam, infection. One weakness of Staphylococcus aureus is that their cell walls are lipophobic, meaning they don't hold up well when exposed to lipids, which are fats and oils. Also, one thing we know about dehydrated skin is that when the skin is dehydrated, the natural oil secreting glands slow way down. The natural oil usually helps keep the bacteria in check. And when it slows down because of dehydration, it allows for the Staphylococcus aureus to overpopulate the skin of eczema patients. To make matters worse, Staphylococcus aureus secretes an exotoxin that breaks down important proteins in the glue of our skin barrier. This glue protein is called desmoglein-1. Applying an oily moisturizer also helps control the Staphylococcus aureus population by disrupting the cell walls of the bacteria and thus keeping the population in check. This overpopulation oil piece to the puzzle helps explain why people tend to flare in certain spots more than others. This is because not all skin locations are equal in their microbiome. For example, the inside of the elbow typically has quite a different bacterial population than the outside. Usually, more Staphylococcus aureus lives on the inside. Eczema often occurs on the insides of the elbows, while other skin conditions like psoriasis, which are not bacterially induced, occur on the outside, suggesting a microbiome link. Even cooler, studies have shown that using oil-based lotions can work better to balance Staphylococcus aureus populations better than oral or topical antibiotics do. Keep your skin moisturized to keep the barrier strong and the microbiome in a healthy balance. As you know, not all moisturizers are created for the same purpose. For example, light, non-pore clogging moisturizers are popular for the face, while thick, creamy moisturizers can be great for calluses. So let us talk about which types are best for skin barriers of people with eczema. The types of moisturizers that will work best for trouble areas like the elbows, the wrists, and the neck are ones that have high occlusive properties, or are thick creams. The term occlusive is one that actually has physical barrier properties. Unlike other moisturizers designed to penetrate below the skin, occlusive ones are designed not to completely absorb and provide a thin shield above your skin barrier. Remember, in eczema, the key factor is water loss. Keeping the water in with a physical barrier is the most effective type of moisturizer. The other added bonuses of occlusive moisturizers are that they can also help protect your skin from coming in contact with other environmental triggers, maybe that you've likely developed a sensitivity to, such as pollen or dust. Unfortunately, occlusive moisturizers can be a little uncomfortable, especially in humid environments. I typically reserve occlusive moisturizers for problem areas of mine and use a quick absorbing lotion everywhere else. Choosing the right fats in an eczema moisturizer is a surprisingly important piece to the puzzle, one that is often overlooked by patients and formulators. A counterintuitive fact is that many natural oils found in most plant-based products like mango butter or jojoba oil contain high amounts of oleic acid. In cosmetics and in people with normal skin barriers, this is great. They are considered penetration enhancers, meaning they actually weaken the skin barrier and help the absorption of active molecules. However, this is the opposite of what we're trying to accomplish in eczema. In fact, even small amounts of oleic acid can cause cytokine release in eczema patients, leading to inflammation and irritation. On the other hand, oils with high amounts of linolenic acid should be used frequently. Studies have shown that linolenic acid decreases transdermal water loss. Studies have suggested that these observations are a result of linolenic acid stimulating the skin cells to produce larger amounts of natural ceramides, which help compensate for the loss of other fatty proteins seen in eczema patients. Examples of oils high in linolenic acid are grapeseed, evening primrose, passion fruit seed, papaya seed, black cumin seed, and even hemp seed. Popular oils high in oleic acid to be wary of are cocoa butter, olive oil, mango oil, and almond oil. It could be helpful for you to familiarize yourself with this topic because I promise it will make a big difference if a particular lotion is itchy or not. Unfortunately, I have seen many lotions marketed as eczema treatments that are high in oleic acid oils. This tells me that the formulators are most likely chemists, but maybe not medically trained, or maybe they just didn't do their research. So if you have eczema lotion that's irritating you, the oil they used is probably the culprit. To recap, the best moisturizers for problem areas are occlusive, thick and creamy. However, flip it over and read the label. Avoid mango butter, cocoa butter, or jojoba oil. These are the most often used in natural creams, but they can be itchy for people with eczema. Look for grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, hemp oil, and even pumpkin seed oil. Moisturizing daily is the real key to avoid flares and will help take care of your microbiome. So thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something new today, and most importantly, I wish you more flare-free days. Don't forget to like the video and please subscribe. Bye for now.